Oh, there we go. So we start on the corner of Regent Street and King Street here on a
Oh, they got
rainy,
a
wet.
sale on 30%. They got a sale 30% off.
Yeah, lots of sales, and you'll notice something else. Lots of empty units.
Oh, yeah, shop to let.
Yeah, the big empty place on the right used to be the Marks and Spencer's department store that had like 3 floors. That's empty.
A lot wetter than what it last time I've been down here.
Yeah. So now we're coming. Lloyd's Bank there is number 1 King Street. So we're now coming off King Street into Marketplace. And there you go. The former Palmer's department store, also empty. They went bust. I think they went bust before the COVID restrictions. And there we have the market. Of course, it's it's Monday. It's Monday, so not all the market, not all the 6-day market people are open because COVID restrictions and there's just not enough people around really to make it worthwhile. Um, everybody opening.
Mm.
So yeah, it's the 6-day market on the
Well,
on
it
the
can't be
right
that
there.
cold. He's got thongs and shorts and a t-shirt on.
Yeah. Oh, there are some crazy people around here who will wear that all year round, even if it's snowing. You'll notice the number of charity shops we have.
Uh,
Lots of charity shops. Yeah. These these people walking in front were a bit of a pain in the trying to work out which side of them to go round because I didn't want to run up behind them and get out of the way.
Your mate works down. The shop used to be down one of these lanes, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean there are actually really only shops down one of the rows now, so um, we might find out about the row later on.
Am I in the right spot to say that your mate works had a shop down one of these laneways?
yeah. We
Oh,
just
okay.
went past.
I thought so.
And they're
I thought I was in
Specsavers.
the right spot.
They're
I thought
Specsavers.
I was in the right
Yeah, you were in the
because
right
where
spot,
those
Terry.
cars were, you had a lot of you had the stalls all there one time.
Yeah, well,
Last
see
time we were down here.
the on a Wednesday and a Saturday, that's the main market,
Mm.
um, and then the rest of the week it's the town centre car park.
Mm.
So yeah, this is the north end of the marketplace that we're coming up to now.
Got a clock over there on the wall.
That is a clock over there on the wall, and no, the time is not correct.
Uh, oh, excuse me.
Well, actually, well, I say that it's set to GMT because they wouldn't bother changing it. And of course, big queue for the big queue for the car park pay and display machine because it wasn't working or something. And but all the people there, all the enforcement people were there saying, "Oh yeah, you got to have a ticket, so you're gonna have to wait and
Yeah, yeah.
you have to wait until we reboot the machine to get your ticket."
You're going against the arrow here.
Yeah, well, I'm a pedestrian. And you'll notice that I'm on the cobbles that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah. I get seasick.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't make for a particularly smooth ride.
Yeah.
It's a bit, it's a bit difficult. So I thought I'd take you right to the very north end of the market.
Would it cost about £1 for every couple of hours back there to park?
Um, I think it's like £1.50 an hour now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
about $3
All right.
an hour.
Oh, $3 an hour. Well, yeah, I was going in pound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about £1.50 an hour.
yeah. Oh, I wasn't far out. That grass is better than my front lawn.
Yeah. Well, it's well watered at the minute. There's Yarmouth Minster the other side of the road, at the north end of the market.
Yeah, your T&T trucks are the same colour as ours.
And that's the largest non-abbey church in the country. Because very Yarmouth was a very prosperous port back in the day when that was built.
Wait a minute, there's a telephone box just over there, and they've got another one there.
Yeah, well, of course, we used to have there used to be a need for a fair number of telephone boxes in the marketplace, but of course there isn't anymore, is there? Because everybody basically has a mobile now. Oh, there's a Ford Cougar to our left. I know how you like the car. Like I say, I can't really point the camera at the cars a lot because
No.
people might get a little unhappy about that. Bit, that'd be a little bit suspicious activity. Yeah, would be a little bit suspicious. People might get.
I'll only point cars out that I know we've got models of the same ones here. Because, like you said, you only have newer cars over there because they seem to don't last very long.
Well, the stuff. It's the old stuff. Stuff built after about 2000 seems to last a lot better than stuff that was built before 2000 because they galvanise the bodies and stuff a lot better now. Well, you must get those Jaguars.
Not really. Don't see many of them around here. Maybe up in Sydney, you might see the luxury
Yeah.
models like that.
There's the town centre infant school and the former co-op department store there that has now been. At least they've now put some people in peacoxes in there. Although I don't know if they're on all the floors. There used to be a basement plus the ground floor and three more on top in the co-op department store. But that's all closed down. That was that was empty for like 3 or 4 years before they put peacocks in there. Now there's one of the famous fish and chip stalls. Although of course the fronts have all been blocked up and you've now only got little holes to be served through.
Yeah.
And they don't let you put your own salt and vinegar on them either.
Oh,
Cake stall, bakery stall,
I knew you'd pan right.
market cobbler, the market office.
Yeah, the road seagull. Oh, donuts. Oh,
No, that's not the
sweet,
donut place. That's
something, sweets and
sweets,
something.
sweets and
Uh,
stuff. Yeah, not donuts.
okay. I wasn't looking
We
properly
have.
anyway.
Yeah, there's Boots the pharmacist, Boots the chemist.
I was distracted by the seagull.
Uh, Veggie stall on the market. It's three different veggie stalls, all right next to each other. But there's several empty. There's several vacant lots on here now, which isn't good. More chip stalls. Oh yeah, pie and mushy peas on the left.
Hmm. Oh, that'll go down well on a cold day.
Uh, seafood stall on the right, or two seafood stall, Chinese place, seafood stall. The Blake's the butchers. Barry's tea stall, which is famous. Oh, there's the place that does the hot donuts. Cooks them. They are nice. They don't know the ring donuts off there.
Gee, what a variety of crappy birds.
Yeah, well the trouble is the bloody seagulls have realised that they can um, take over from the pigeons because, like,
Hmm.
even the juvenile seagulls can give the pigeons a good kicking. So, Poundland, or I guess for you the $2 store.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, $2 shop there. No, we have a dollar shop, so that'd
Yeah,
be a 50p shop for you.
yeah, it would, wouldn't it? 10 bob.
uh,
Yeah, and now we're going to come up to Specsavers, where we might have to take a little break
okay.
because I was in there for quite a long time. Because
Did they do all the eye tests on you?
oh, they did the everything. Now
Oh, it's
that house
dried
at
out
the,
a bit.
that house at the end, I lived there for 5 years. The house at the end of the car park.
Yeah, I think I've been in this car park before.
Yeah, in
Sure, I
in
Street View.
Street View,
Yeah,
and now you're in it
and
for
the sun
real.
and the
And the
sun's
sun,
come out.
yeah, the clouds rolled away a bit, and the sun came out,
Yeah,
and it stopped raining.
nice.
Well,
While you're in there.
I was in there for like nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a wait because the optometrist, I think, had a difficult customer before me, and then she took an hour to do my eye test.
Mm.
So she had to. I think she ended up running quite a bit behind because she had two really difficult customers back to back.
Mm.
But now this is Broad Road, which is the wider of the roads. That the house at the back basically fronts onto the main road on the quay, on the river
Oh,
where the
oh,
harbour is.
okay.
So because the roads literally used to run right across from side to side, but now they're more on the south side of town. But this is Broad Road. This is essentially a double width row. And this is Howard Street we're just about to cross. This is Howard Street North. And then this is Market Row. So this is
Wow.
like a standard width row, but it's the one with all the shops and stuff in it.
Wow. I don't think they got a horse and buggy down here very easily back in the old days.
Well, you know the pub called the Troll Cart?
Oh,
There,
anyway,
yeah. Well, there was used to. Unfortunately, it's gone. But there used to be a troll cart on display. The troll carts were actually used for delivering stuff down the roads
yeah.
because
Oh, okay.
it's like a hand pulled cart
Mm-hmm.
where the wheels are kind of underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's quite long and thin, so it'll fit down, designed to fit down a row. Because back in a lot of the rows are that narrow that you can stretch your hands out and touch the buildings either side.
Wow.
Um, and they're mostly now just blank walls, but they used they used to they used to have people's houses. People would live there, and there'd be businesses and all that down even the narrowest of the rows.
The gun shop.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one my friend owns. But he don't open on a Monday anymore.
Yeah.
Well, COVID has seen to that, and he's in the process of moving anyway. So, but
Yeah.
COVID has put that back by 8 months or so.
Oh, we come back out on the
Well, we
marketplace.
come back out on the marketplace.
Ah, Big Mama's homemade something.
Yeah. So then back up round this corner of the marketplace.
And the bus stop's down to your left, down the road further.
Yeah, you go up further and then round to the left to get to the bus stop,
Yeah.
and then we'll go across to Market Gates. And I see there's another store that's closing down. The Trespass outdoor clothing store is closing.
If I was over there, I wouldn't really get lost, would I? Because I'd know roughly where some places are now.
Yeah. Well, in Yarmouth, if you walk uphill, you're going to end up like level with the market. You walk uphill till you get to the top of the hill,
Mm.
and then you like turn north, and you'll end up at the marketplace, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, where we go?
Market Gate Shopping Centre.
Oh,
This
okay.
is this is the bit where Rosie keeps threatening to let go of me let go of me at the top when I'm in my manual wheelchair. It's a bit it's a bit illegally steep actually,
Mm.
but yeah, lots of chavs as you can see.
They don't dress too bad.
Well, they're not exactly the nicest of people though. They're not exactly the nicest of looking people, are they? Mind you, I can't really talk, can I? Fat bugger that I am.
There you go. There's a chap.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, they're all like that. I'll go up this way, up past Starbucks and towards Burger King. Burger King's at the top end, at the far end of this bit of the walkway.
No. What? No supermarkets in there anywhere?
No.
All just boutique shops and jewelries and shoe shops and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's all small shops in there now. They had a supermarket in there once upon a time, which then became Iceland. But Iceland then moved out down. Iceland's now down in a different, in the same complex, but outside, essentially outside of it. The problem is that this place shuts at like 5 o'clock in the evening,
Oh yeah.
or at 5:30. So of course you can't. They can't stay open late. A lot of places want to stay open late.
You're pretty high up. You're high up off the ground now. I know where you
Yeah,
are.
because there's an escalator, and then there's the bus stop. The bloke
Yeah.
with the high vis, orange high
Yeah.
vis, um, that's the bus stop where I get on and off the bus. Now, obviously, I ain't going down the escalator or the stairs. Not in
No.
my wheelchair.
Nope.
The annoying thing is
Well,
that
yeah.
Burger King went in there and then managed to get the management to block off the end of the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the only access to the Burger King is via an escalator.
Oh, pawnbrokers.
Yeah. So again, after 5:30, I can't actually get to Burger King. Burger King's open till 10 o'clock, but I can't go in there after 5:30.
No. No.
And I really, well, unless there is a way for me to get in there, because if there isn't, I really ought to sue them for Disability Discrimination Act.
Yeah.
Because Burger King went in there knowing that there was no disabled access. Wilko's kind of a homewares type supermarket place.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell food, but they sell like lots of stuff
Hard,
for the house.
hard house stuff.
Hardware,
Yeah.
soft furnishings, cleaning products,
Mm.
bit of DIY stuff. Oh, new look clothes store. Oh yeah, that one's been empty for. They extended the building and then couldn't actually sell it. Then couldn't actually fill any of the units. Debenhams went in there. Debenhams has now closed the branch. Debenhams is a big department store chain over here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is just some. That's just really bright because there's a bit of there's a bit of glass above it. Oh, the Bright House store, which is terrible place. Weekly payments, and it is extortionate. The prices, the prices are really expensive, and they charge you like 40% interest. It's for like 52 weekly payments on stuff. You'd be better off getting one of the catalogue books and buying it out of the catalogue book if you had to do it that way. And then we're back to Starbucks. Oh, and then there's just going to be a little cut because I had to change the camera a little bit. Change the settings on the camera. Restart the video.
Yeah. Where's all the dads with their wives? Just the mums with the babies. All the dads are at work.
Yeah, or they're single parent, or they're single mums. A lot of single mums in town. Because if you're young and female and you want to get housing benefit and don't want to work, have a child.
I know it. Yeah, that's what they do over here.
Because you won't
Now,
get.
would that be a chav? Would that be a chav style, wearing bloody red, bright blue pants with the?
Yeah. That'd be chav style.
That looks a bit out of.
And
That's a nice sort. That's to wear that around.
And the jogging, and the other one with the jogging pants on.
Yeah. No fashion sense, I tell you.
Yeah, the tracksuits. It used to be shell suits in the 80s, but it's just like.
Well, there used to be
joggers and
Adidas
trackies.
too. Remember the Adidas tracksuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. I remember that back in the 70s. People used to wear that around.
Yeah. And everybody calls it Adidas, but you know the brand is actually called Adidas, don't you?
No.
Yeah. It's supposed to be pronounced Adidas.
Okay. Yeah, shorts, cold day. He's got a thick jacket on to keep warm, but he's got shorts on.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm now on my way to get some chips so you can see what the chips on the market are like.
Hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, so you can see the replacement for I mean, the pigeons used to be really annoying.
Yeah.
You know, but I suppose at least there aren't as many pigeons as there used to be.
What's the
'Cause-
price of veggies?
oh, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't
I
stop and
can't
look.
see.
No,
Well, yeah, prices of things like veggies and whatever.
that's seasonal and you know
Yeah.
not quite seasonal because obviously it depends what's in season and what they can get and what's about.
Mm. Hmm.
I was going to go to the chip stall up inside, but it was like too big a queue because when I come past these two didn't have queues.
Mm. Okay. Pork.
Yeah, wooden forks. Now just have to wait while the chair. You'll notice that the chair is rising up.
First floor chips.
Yeah, first floor chips, second floor chips, all the floors chips.
Okay. I'm looking at the price.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you you turned the camera too quick.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I can repause it later.
Yeah, I can tell you that that a small cone of adult chips is £1.30.
Oh, look at the moths fly out.
Yeah. Yes, please. I want something bigger on my chips.
Oh, battered. You got battered sabs.
Yeah,
Battered
battered
sausage.
sausages.
Is they a sausage or a battered saveloy?
It's a sausage because
Oh,
we wouldn't normally batter a sav.
okay.
Normally we would just have savs.
Okay. Yeah, they batter sabs over here.
There you go. There's the prices on the thing in the background for the chips.
There we go.
There you go. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. It's not such a good shot of the chips because I
Yum,
can't.
yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, I couldn't really see what the. I couldn't really see what he was pointing. I was having to point the camera at the chips without being able to see the screen, of course.
That's okay.
And then we had a little conversation about filming it for my friends in Australia, and yeah,
Oh, okay.
that woman that was stood to the side of me, her her brother lives in Aussie,
Oh,
so
okay.
you probably know him then.
Yeah, sure.
And the fact that they can't get proper Chinese and they can't get proper chips.